Now guys, let me tell you my secret. My secret is I don't use ChatGPT to finish the work. No. I use it to like basically remove the friction, for that first blank page. I use it to remove that friction. If you are watching this video right now, there are chances that you are using ChatGPT or maybe any other AI that you are using out there below its potential. Now, why do I say so? Do you know that there are a few prompts that I use on a weekly basis, and those prompts actually saves me like at least 10 hours plus. I said like 10-hour plus weekly. It saves me like 10-hour plus weekly. And this is not just theory. I mean, actually. And the truth of the matter is that some of these prompts honestly feels like cheating. Like, it just feels like I'm cheating the system. You get? And that is why in this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you the exact ChatGPT prompts that I use to work faster, to think better, and to get more done. So this is what I'm going to be sharing with you. So all I ask of you is to stick with me to the end of this video so you don't miss anything out, because this promises to be very, very exciting and refilling. A lot of people use ChatGPT for random questions, but personally, I use ChatGPT like a second brain. You get that? When I mean second brain, I mean like as an assistant, a strategist, and as a shortcut. You get? And once you start using prompts this way, you stop using AI as for looking for getting answers, and you start using it as a leverage. Let me show you what I mean. The first prompt I'm going to be sharing with you is for content ideas. So this particular one, it saves hours, as it saves me hours, because instead of me sitting there and wondering, what should I post, what should I post today, another day again, what should I post today again, another, instead of all those things, I just use this particular prompt to say, act as a content strategist, give me 20 content ideas for a chat for my channel. I'll put my niche in what I do in my channel, or maybe if a writer, what you write about, or whatever. So now say focused on what people actively search for. You get the point now? That is a very important line to add. Focused on what people actively search for. So with this now, you can actually get weeks of contents. You see, and that's saving you that time of wondering about what to post. You just cut that one out. You get? So then when it gives you all these those content ideas, you can also put it like, you can now say something like this. Turn these, you write this next prompt, say turn these into clickable YouTube titles. Turn these into clickable YouTube titles. And then when it gives you the titles, then you can go further and say another prompt like this. You say, turn the best 3 into video outlines. Turn the best 3 into video outlines. With this now, you are using one prompt to get ideas. You're also getting titles, and you are also getting outlines just from using one prompt. You get? So trust me, this saves a lot of time. I'm telling you, because I've experienced this, and I'm sure too that you also have experienced this, what I'm sharing with you right now. So let us move on to the next prompt. Guys, the second prompt is the thinking prompt. And please, don't underrate these prompts. I mean, don't underrate these prompts. Are you hearing me? Why do I say so? It's because this prompt is usually very underrated. Personally, me, I use ChatGPT to think with me. And how do I achieve that? I use this prompt to achieve that. Yeah, so the prompt is challenge this idea and tell me what I am missing. Challenge this idea and tell me what I am missing. Then you put the idea that you have. Honestly, I must tell you that from my experience, this is free consulting. As in, that's just the honest truth. And there are times where I use this prompt is when, for example, I want to create my offers, I want to test business ideas, and also for decision making. This is why I use this particular prompt, because why is that it shows blind spots. It reveals blind spots fast. That is something that you do not think was maybe like a loophole or an oversight. It will just bring your mind to it. It will bring it to your attention. It will bring it to your awareness. So you find out that you are saving time that you would have wasted on going to the wrong paths. It saves you that time of first of all going through the wrong path first. It saves you. It cuts that time short for you, so that you just go straight to what you want to achieve, straight to the best decision for you, straight to the best decision for your business. You understand me? So that is why this particular prompt is what I usually use ChatGPT. That's how I use ChatGPT to think with me. Do you get the point now? So let's move on to the third point prompt that I use to save me 10 hours plus weekly. The third prompt I'm going to be sharing with you is the repurposing prompt. Repurposing prompt. And by repurposing, I mean like when you switch a particular content that was made for a particular platform, when you switch it to suit other platforms or other social medias. You understand? For example, when I feel like I want to beat the system or when I want to beat the algorithm, and when I want to save time, I use this particular prompt. You say, turn this YouTube script into 5 Twitter posts, 3 Instagram captions, and 10 short form content hooks. So you see that basically one piece of content turns into 18 contents of different forms. And that's leverage. And that's how those big content creators out there remain consistent without burning out. You get? That's how you save time, basically. So let's move on to the next prompt on our list. The fourth prompt I'm going to be sharing with you is the research shortcut. I'm not going to say much about this, but the only thing I'm going to say is that this particular prompt that I use here, it saves me a ridiculous amount of time. Why do I say that? You see, when you go through someone's system, when you open someone's system and you see many tabs on their, on the browsing section, you see many tabs open. These persons are basically doing research. It's most of the time it's research that they are carrying out. Many tabs open down. You understand? And most times, this research, with all these tabs that are being opened down, there's like nothing to show for it because it's just like they've wasted their time and they've not still gotten what they actually want. So in order for me to cut out this wasting of time, I save time by using this particular prompt. So instead of digging through endless open tabs there, instead of digging through all those, and it can be very frustrating when you're going through all these tabs. So instead of digging through all these open tabs, endless amount of tabs, I just make use of this simple prompt. I say, summarize the biggest trends, opportunities, and problems in, you put the industry, and then you say, right now. Let me take that again. You say, summarize the biggest trends, opportunities, and problems in, you put the industry, comma, then you say, right now. Now, once the AI or ChatGPT has given you these outputs, what do you do next? You say, turn these opportunities and problems into business ideas. That's another line of prompt that you use. Now, for business owners, you see, for a research that would have taken hours of time, it now takes you minutes, to carry out. And for business owners, this is massive because why? Time is money. Let's move on to the next prompt on our list. All right, guys. So the next prompt that's the fifth prompt on our list is the first draft prompt. For this, I'll say nothing kills productivity faster than a blank page. If you doubt me, go and ask J.K. Rowling's. You get? Nothing kills productivity faster than a blank page. So that is why I normally don't start from zero. I don't like to start from the scratch manually. I basically make use of this particular prompt. So you say, create a first draft for email, sales page, captions, scripts, and then you say, make it simple but persuasive. Now, guys, let me tell you my secret. My secret is I don't use ChatGPT to finish the work. No. I use it to basically remove the friction, for that first blank page. I use it to remove that friction. and that is different. You get, yeah, it basically gets me moving, and movement saves time. You get. So the last but not the least prompt that I use is my weekly planning prompt. And what I'll say about this prompt is that it has really changed the way I work. You know, it kind of like makes me work smarter. Every week I use this particular prompt. You say, help me prioritize this week based on the highest leverage task. Then you insert the task. Now, you find out that this will save you hours of doing low value work. Instead of wasting your time doing low value work, you go for the one that will give you high, go for the one with high leverage, the high leverage task. Now, when you've used that first prompt, you can make use of this second prompt that I'm going to give you now. You can say, which 20% of these could drive 80% of results? The 20-80 rule. You get? Let me take that again. Which 20% of these could drive 80% of results? So now you are saving time that you would have used in doing low value work. Now you use that time to do the high value tasks, and that's giving you more leverage. You get? You see, most people out there, all they need is productivity hacks. But for those of you that watch my channel, all you need is better prioritization. That's what I'm trying to tell you now by this particular prompt. Better to prioritize things better. Prioritize your tasks better. That's more leverage. You get? Okay, guys, I need you to put this at the back of your mind. You see, this time-saving stuff that we're talking about now, it doesn't really come from ChatGPT or any AI per se. It comes from making use of this prompt that improve your thinking, your speed, and your leverage. And that's the real game. You get? I mean, the real game. So, now, all these prompts that I just given to you in this video, I need you to use them and adapt them. Because once you start using prompts like this and start using AIs this way, AI then stop feeling like a chatbot and it starts feeling like an unfair advantage. And if you want more practical AI strategies like this, please do well to like and subscribe to this video if you are yet to subscribe, and because I've got more coming your way. All right, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.